Hey there, everyone. Hope you're doing well. This is episode 8 of Campaign 12. There is something going. Oh yeah, I don't know this captured at the end of episode 7, but I don't think we're going to win it. It's okay. Wasn't really supposed to be something we won. What we were trying to do, and we did, was avoid Fort Monroe and engage one of the two fleets here. I think we're going to end up engaging them simultaneously. We might have sunk. Oh, we sunk two. I mean, we're gonna lose this fairly badly, and that's known. Charleston Squadron is coming up for support. I didn't really want them to do that because I know this is going to be a kind of readiness test, and I expect to lose it. If we get out of here with not losing that many ships, that would be great. Whatever. It's the naval sideshow, but it is an important sideshow. If you are just joining us or don't remember where episode 7 left off, there was the head. There it is. It's the Army of Washington. And it reported having about 110,000 troops in it. So I don't have anywhere near that. My 12-month enlistments expired a month ago, and so we're trying to refill them with 36-month enlistments. Yeah. there's not more to that story. Down here, Ferguson, that's the newest corps. I think we might need to recruit a new army here with the Army of North Carolina. And I'm thinking now is as good a time as any before I forget to recruit a new army that's just going to capture those three different ones. And so we'll make it Virginia. Lafayette McLaws. Okay. The dude just, you know, reminds you of, Hagrid. But anyways, we're going to add. Can we do this? Yeah, we can. We're going to add. Looks like someone else too besides Hagrid. The area above the beard. I'm trying to remember who he reminds me of. While I do that, let me also do this stuff. So we're going to put Johnston, not McCullough, and Magruder are going to be the three basically core of the Army of Northern Virginia. And so there's that. Let me find. Okay, so they formed that. Actually, that's kind of perfect. Not sure if we were trying to do that, but that's fine if we were, and it's fine if we weren't. And we're going to get whatever that army had. Yeah, just 50,000 troops, not even half of what we're up against. And I think I'm going to need to get recruiting. Army upkeep is not really the problem. Our problem is that our tariffs have disappeared. And I think part of that reason is that we stopped constructing a bunch of stuff. But we are dealing with an incursion over here. I'm actually wondering if it's worth continuing to pursue them. If they're going to call that off, I want to push someone out of Virginia. And so as I tend to do, I'm going to change my mind, and we're going to try to come back over here and see if we can get this group out. Magruder really does need his readiness, so we'll bring him to Lynchburg and stop him. He'll probably get there first, but then he'll probably end up being the last one in because we're going to wait for his readiness to come back. They are. So it looks like we have, right, those two corps there. I don't know if they're part of the Army of Kentucky. If they're going to continue on in that direction, it looks like they're going to go for Knoxville, which is an interesting choice. We beat an army. Actually, we beat a couple armies over here. The last one was over here, and they fell back to Memphis, where you can see they're now trying to get into supply. Yeah, and as soon as we can, I think that's 30,000. What do they actually have here? First score is 17,000. My goodness, they got 30,000. So we won over at Hampton Roads. Oh! Well, if you saw the last episode, I think they had a fleet disintegrate. Then I had a fleet disintegrate in a fort battle. Might have been Fort Pillow. There have been a lot of disintegrations. But that had to be the worst because there were, between those two squadrons, I think there were nearly 200 guns. Now, if what happens to them, or whatever the saying is. The same thing happens to them that happens to me in the last episode. When I lost that squadron at Fort Pillow, it reconstituted itself over here, and then I dissolved it, and I just took a chips because it felt weird that the Mississippi Squadron was at Rocket's Landing. So maybe they're actually going to get those ships back, but they're just going to end up at some random port up north. That I would hope for, because I doubt my Cotton-clad Rams did that much to them. Return to port. Hopefully we don't trigger Fort Monroe. I would love to get that back, right, if there was nothing else going on, but the AI is not going to oblige me there. They're, as they should be, continually pressing. We didn't capture any of the... You can see that this squadron's basically out. It's going to be out for probably a month or more. So we'll just have to eat that. But at least we didn't lose, right? But yeah, Tennessee is the main show. I think the idea is going to be concentrate first against this Third Corps, try to defeat it. Then probably get on the railroads. I don't know. Maybe come down and deal with Corinth first, and then come in the back door here and see what we can do. They keep going to Memphis, and I think this has to do with some of the important calculations I changed to make the AI focus on logistics and population centers rather than the capital, where they kind of just yeet armies without supply or anything trying to capture Montgomery, and it's just silly. So Polk can move. I think so. The way readiness works is it kind of exponentially gets worse. So you want to keep it close to green as possible. So when you do fight a battle afterwards, you might be orange bordering yellow, maybe in the yellow, whatever. What I'm concerned about is that if I can jump in with Garnett, he'll be fine. Bragg won't be fine. He'll be in the orange even if we win. And if Polk comes in again, he's going to be driven possibly down into the lowest level of readiness, and he's going to be out much of the summer, even in home territory. And so I do want to concentrate and push this back. I would really like some more accurate numbers here. Army of the West, 13,000. So they got 30,000. You know what? We have about 35,000. I may be willing to run Price all the way out of readiness and McCullough pretty close just to turn this back. But if the Second Corps gets there, we're not going to be able to do it fast enough. So I don't know. I feel like even though it's a defense, we got to be active because we are significantly outnumbered. It is now 160, so we're over 50,000. We are outnumbered by off camera. So that's the other thing. Even if you watched the end of last episode, off camera, I upgraded all the weapons to the best things I could make them. Overall, we're doing okay. We're hanging out about 88. I'm worried this campaign is just going to go very long because of some of the changes I made to why the Union loses national morale. Usually it has to do because they're not attacking. And it's really focused more on casualties rather than losing battle, right? Whether you lose or win a battle. It kind of seemed... I toned down the morale gain and loss for those, depending on whether you win or you lost. They made it more about casualties. Yeah, I have no idea if that's the right way to do, but that's how I did it. But we are here for some excitement, but I do think the mobile defense is probably going to be our best bet. Johnston, for real, man, you need to move. Okay, you are... Beauregard just slipped into the yellow. That's okay because you can still scout when you're at that yellow readiness. Ferguson, we're just going to keep where he is. Let's see what we could do. I think we'd have to probably form the army back here so that it doesn't suck supply from these armies and Ferguson's corps. I don't know, maybe I just have to try to make this push with 2. Leave Polk where he is. and then hope for the best against the second corps. I really don't know what the right call is. There is this rail movement here we could do to get into the back of that second corps, but I'm not sure. This price is only stable, and it looks like it might take him late June, early July to get up as high as he could get. And looks like in about a week, McCullough is going to have his morale as high as he can get. So that's good to know. Projects, anything I can do with the margins? I don't think so. I think I took an order of propaganda also off video. Yeah. We're so subsidized agriculture. That's not the one we want. We want farm mechanization. In terms of research, I think I did this on video. It should be, yeah, the second Revenue Act. I don't know that I'm going to go for the third after that. I remembered that if we do go the diplomacy route, we can potentially unlock the French intervention, and we can also get organized blockade running. Given that we've beaten down much of the blockade, right, so it's 5% overall, it doesn't feel as important and doesn't seem like it's going to be worth the loss of national morale. But holy crap, they have a lot of armies in my territory and might be bringing more. Finances, they look like they're doing better, right? They're actually running a surplus, but when I checked their credit rating last, yeah, they're actually below me. So I'm not sure what that's about. We are almost. So I've really raised the cost of improved credit rating because it's so broken in vanilla. So you could do it once, maybe twice, but it comes with a big price tag attached to it. And as I said earlier, I could have done logistics reform. I decided to do, this might have been off camera again, was a take of recruitment offices, the second take of it. But given how little I'm spending on most of my army upkeep, it's surprisingly low. And I think that's because we did impressment. So for the big hit to support, for what that was, and it was a lot, it seems like we're making up for it by having much cheaper armies in the field, and that's what we wanted. So, anyways, that was probably a very long-winded summary of where we are, but and I'm hesitating to even run things on 5x because I'm just not entirely sure about a bunch of this stuff. We're gonna send. Let's see, where will they go to port? Yeah, because they need repairs. They'll repair faster in port. And I might just have to write off the north up here in Winchester if they want it. Right, we can have it, but we got to try to turn these incursions back. If they were pressing me in Arkansas, I'd be in real big trouble as to, opposed to just being in regular old trouble. But that is that. All right, so the Army of North Carolina under that Stuart has arrived there. If we wanted troops, how many could we get? 71,000 seems like we should be able to get enough brigades, or at least relatively full brigades. That does remind me though that there are these. It's not just this force that has this issue, but there are a couple of divisions that are under strength, and we might be able to do something for them. What are we gonna do? We're gonna do that, and I don't know. No. Guess we'll do that and that. Try to bring them up to full strength. They are at full strength, so it's not them. Western Army is okay. Is it someone in here? Probably. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, yeah, it's under Bragg too. But we'll pull. Okay. I feel like by default they keep giving me North Carolinians with those odd. Yellow shirts. All right. So we'll throw them in there. Yeah, they're going to drag Bragg's readiness down, but he's kind of waiting on Polk anyways. But they'll be up to fuller strength. And let's see here. It looks like all our divisions have 3 infantry brigades that need them. All right, so that brings us back to the Army of North Carolina. Add new group. And we'll start out with some infantry. Again, while we can get Marylanders, we might as well. And let's see. South Carolina has a surprisingly large number. All right, so we'll do them for the Cav. What else? That's right, we can draw from Nicaragua. So we'll take one of those. Cuba, sure. All right, I don't want to spend too much time working on uniforms. I guess this is something I could have done off camera. Some folks like the campaign stuff, others don't. It's hard to know. Right, I could see it being very boring, but maybe useful for others. All right, and the artillery. Let's see where the south, right? So it's battalion. Well, we'll pull from Virginia. And we'll have to pull from elsewhere. New Mexico territory, we'll probably... Yeah. We might just have to. We could pull another one from North Carolina, but... that might take longer to form. Although I think I might have nerfed that effect because it just seems strange that you would have to necessarily pay more or wait longer for troops to come because there were multiple recruitments going on in the state. Right, you could just role play explanation it away. Would be, well, they're coming from different parts of the state. All right, Florida is a great place to recruit batteries, I think, because they rarely have enough troops to field some of the larger brigades. So that's why I do that. All right, and we'll move the Army HQ up to there, but that army might be ready to move by the end of the summer, but I would be skeptical. All right. How low? Wow, Bragg's readiness almost dipped orange, but the good news is Polk can scout, so we can get more readiness back more quickly. We were at 31 here before, so some of them are running out of supply. So we finished our Mississippi orders. I don't know if I can order any more. I know how I can find out. We have an abundance of cav. We don't need any more cav weapons. Artillery for the time being looks... where are the Napoleon? Yeah, artillery should be fine into 63, but it is infantry weapons that we are just low on. I don't know. It looks like it's going to allow us to buy weapons, so I'll try. I forget how I was doing this. If I was doing it in 10,000 increments of 10,000. These are all captured, right? I can't make those, so that's that. Why am I not seeing? There we go. All right, we'll do 10,000 of those, 10,000 of those, 10,000 of those. And watch our credit rating drop, but you know. That'll be up to the post-war Treasury Secretary to figure out, not us. really want to move against this third corps. Supply alert. Alright. So it's the Western Army. I think McCullough's supply level has actually gone up, while it looks like prices is going down. They're out of supply. If you can't tell where this is going, I'm probably not going to wait as long as I should. Just like on the battlefield, I get impatient watching it, and I feel like we gotta make something happen here. All right, I have no idea. So this is coming up as blue. That's coming up as red. Army of Potomac is here. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move just Beauregard down there. And I'm going to move Johnston back over here and see what we see. Vote, vote, vote. All right. Oh. So, we found someone. 17,000. Beauregard has 16,000. All right, let's take McClaws out of scouting. Move him down. He can force march himself. And let's move Magruder as well. And I don't think it's going to matter, but let's bring Johnston back as well. Just see what we get. Oh, there are 2 corps there. Jeez. That is a very odd position. Oh yeah, also stop. Jeez. Okay. So, they're not scouting. They're not scouting. All right, get in here. Let's deal with this as fast as we can. Oh yeah, take you out of scouting. The issue isn't with them readiness so much. All right. That is that. Yeah, we know that's going to take a while. I can feel a battle. I know it. We rolled over months. Let's see what they're up to. They only recruited an artillery battalion. And they're going for Revenue Act 2. Well, that will chip away at their support, but it will give them another boost to their funding, so. Oh well. Beauregard's kind of on the clock here. Wonder why we keep hearing that. What is going on? Sounds like someone's on the railroad and someone else ain't. Or they keep getting on and getting off. And you can see up here, yeah, it keeps going between too much and then no one. So, go figure. What do they got between the two? What is our intelligence telling us? 18,000 present, 17,000 probable, so that's 35,000. Versus 15 and 15 is 30. I don't think they're going to be in range. For some reason, I can't see Johnston. But Magruder should tip the balance in our favor. If only he would show up. Now, get them in there. Forced march them in. Jeez. Oh, they're still forced march. That's why. All right. And now, maybe that there's only one army trying to use the railroads, even though we're kind of overusing them, yeah. We'll actually be able to get Magruder. Oh. Oh. I didn't think of that. All right. I don't know how you're going to get up there, but you should try to engage that third core. I doubt Ferguson's going to make it in time, and holy moly, we are moving slow. On a railroad. I mean, it's 1x, but come on. Right, we got to get in and get out. Luckily, they have no supply. Hopefully, that's hampering their morale a bit, and then we'll see if Magruder can lead this. And I guess I'll laugh if it turns out this is just terrible intelligence. But yeah, I'm not sure what that call is about, why the AI would even try to put people there. Okay, hope I didn't leave anybody in scout. I'm not sure why we can't engage. There might actually not be an army there. It's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, it looks like it. Did they really somehow end up over here? They are. They're somehow over here. Ugh. Okay. So, change of plans. And we just need to move over here and try to get these guys in a battle here, rather than Benny Hilling us all around the map. What's going on here? Are they pulling back to... All right. So, Army of the West. Hmm. So I'm going to move Price up, and then I'm going to take him out of scouting, and I'm going to move McCullough in. Hopefully this is right. Polk is okay. Bragg is okay. Ferguson is doing God knows what. Okay, you're moving, you're moving. All right, we got an engagement. So it looks like it's going to be almost 50,000 of us versus 35. Man, they got a lot of cav. They will have everyone within 4 hours. We pretty much need 7 to 9 hours. All right, we're going to do this. We needed this battle. We got to make something happen here. All right, this is the map. I don't remember fighting on this map. It's a meeting engagement. I'm guessing, yeah, that they're going to come in from the opposite direction. I think I have, right? This is... Yeah, other campaigns I fought on this map. I believe it was this one, at least. Pretty sure I like it. All right, Johnston is who we have here. We got a little path there. Not sure what the fastest way there is. What do we look like if we're here? Kind of, right? Kind of. I don't want deploying in the water to cause problems, so I'm going to do this. It looks weird, but we're going to move up. Actually, we can get in marching column, can't we? Yeah, we can. And then that should work fine, I hope. All right, we're going to press play. We're going to move up. We're going to try to capture the point. And yeah, we're going to try to capture the point. Stewart's Cav. Just go to single line and throw your scats out and see if we can push across there. Get rid of this, make it look good. Not sure why. Yeah. Maybe they just have low morale from being stuck out of supply in enemy territory. I don't know. Oh, well, Claus is here. I didn't even see that. We'll put him over there. All right, and we're going to move store. I think this hill. No, this isn't the map I thought it was. Maybe it is. Maybe I think I just thought that hill was larger than it actually is. All right, so we have them there. We're going to put... We'll say it's a double line, and we'll do something like this. But not you, Stuart. Not you. All right. Oh, we found him. All right. How do we want to do this? That angle actually isn't terrible. Let's keep our forces together. Let's see how that goes. So they're coming down this path. 2 cav brigades in the lead, as they should be. If it looks dark, it's because it's 5 a.m. Should be dark. Alrighty. Recall the scouts. Okay, this is not who we're... That's who we want. We have their group. We're going to move them kind of like this. And I guess we'll move them kind of like this. We're going to detach the artillery and put that there. They're fine with where they're moving, but we're going to detach that artillery too in case we want to give division-wide movement orders to that really are just there for the infantry. And push that cav up to that fence. And then see what we get. All right, we don't need to keep watching this. Wonder how qualified some of these brigades are. They don't seem to have that much XP, most of them. And I nerfed the perk XP gain, but not the overall XP gain. They should be gaining a fair amount from combat. Where is that other battery? Okay, so it's Pendleton's. Yeah, we're going to try to move them right there. They got a nice little spot right there. So if I order them, all right, it will just order them up. Let's do that. Take a look at their status. Good, well rested, they're well trained. They're generally okay. I'm going to push these guys up as well. Single line is preferable here, but I want to keep things a little compact. Okay, they got good weapons. They are decent with respect to other things, so that's fine. Actually, didn't. They don't even have any experience stars. It's odd, but I also think this campaign has had fewer battles. Now, come on, you guys can't, you really can't see. Come on, you can definitely see. How about a bombardment order? Would you do that? What if we give a divisional order to lay down? No. For real? Sometimes just tweaking their angle will lead them to fire. And sometimes it's like this. Huh. Let's move Frost's division up here. And let's push Floyd up to the fence. Maybe they'll get down the hill far enough that the artillery can open up. And I don't know if that cab is standing close enough that we can smack it. I'm definitely thinking about moving them back across, but I'm going to try to play things real conservatively until we get some reinforcements. Granted, at this point in the battle, I like our position more than theirs, but that is a very nice thumbnail. I wonder if it's just like one tree that's messing all of this up. Here, we'll move you back here. We'll see what happens if we move you over here. I know this is a terrible idea, but I'm doing it. The reason is I think I can put these guys in straight line. And they'll be able to cover the same front. And those guys don't have to do that. The force is going to screw up their movement. That's okay. We are playing for time a bit. And it looks like they're going to move against Frost's division. Okay. Kirby Smith, yeah, they're fragmented because of all that forest movement. But Bartow isn't. So, and Bartow's brigade actually looks decent. I mean, 2,000, Mississippi's, I mean, he's little known, active, distinguished, mediocre administrator for C. I mean, he's adequate. We're in cover, supported. Oh. And what is the deal with the commander? Oh, it's just that they're nearby. Okay. So, I think what we're going to do here is maybe rotate back a bit. Alright, so this artillery can see something. These guys originally were going to push up to the fence. Okay. Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Well, no, we don't want that. We'll do that. I don't know what that's about. Okay, we don't want Johnston. I think it's Floyd, right? I think it's Floyd's division. Yeah, we want to push those guys up. Hmm. My goodness. Let me take back all the compliments I had. Something looks a little off here. Something just looks a little off with how fast these guys are running. I know it was 2x speed. I do know that, but that just seems a bit much. Okay, advance at the double. Cooper is going to try to engage that brigade. Yes, Bartow is broken. Huh. Dude, I have no idea how fast these guys are moving. Or how they're moving so fast. I know that they are, but... Yikes. Turn them to fire at will. I mean, they just sprinted through here. Unless it's... Showed up as infantry. It wasn't cav. The horses just weren't showing up. And as luck would have it, they have a stone wall. As luck would have it. Okay. You're just being silly now. It's not Johnson, it's Floyd. I mean, that's... What we're trying to do is attack that brigade. Will they rally? Okay, we got to stay up on them. Yeah, they're pulling things back. Alright, where is... Frost is over here. He may need to pull back here. Is Rockbridge artillery... Okay, they actually are firing, or they at least believe they're firing. Guys just need to straighten up a bit. Make way for Evans. Yeah, we don't need you to do that. You just stop. And we'll bring you back there. We routed these guys? Excellent. So, I think what we do now is we bring Cooper over here to try to deal with this. Is this a stone wall I ordered them to? I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, we need Cooper's cav over here. Alright, so we traded Bartow for Schofield. What happened? Oh, they're pulling back. Alright, they're pulling back, so... Floyd's division should try to attack. It sounds like a melee. That's a little hard to believe. Alright, so we broke them, and now what we need to do is pull back. Yeah, Floyd needs to pull back because the cavalry is moving toward them. So if they want to bring cavalry up, fine. But we'll bring ours up as well. And we'll try to get ours in cover. But this, I believe, is cavalry. At least that's what the map... Okay. The map is showing me. Right? Yeah, it's actually cav. So it's not a place we want to stay. But we can move up here. All right, and they're moving up the double. That's great. We'll see if we can give them a fresh bombardment target there. And give them one behind there. Cavalry hate artillery. It really unnerves them, so that would be great. Are they withdrawing? I see some cracks here. I don't know if they're withdrawing or repositioning. Let's speed it up a bit and see what we learn. Okay, we're going to put our cav down, dispersed. And we got a fence, they don't. At least I think we have a fence. Yeah, we do. We don't have Mississippis. We have probably Jocelyn's? Maynard's? What? They really insist that they do. Yeah, it's Maynard's. Okay. They're going to retreat. That is fine. That was strange, but battles happen like that. That was really strange. All right. We did a little bit better on casualties than they did. But also doesn't mean I got to turn the music on in campaign. I turned it off for the mic check and never turned it back on. And this is what the papers are saying. We captured some. It was a large skirmish. What I hope is that from all that they actually get out of here now. But I'm not convinced they will. So yeah, Ferguson, you keep going where you're going. Johnston, we're just gonna move you through. See what you can do. McClaws. Magruder's in a bad way. How big is this third corps? 15,000. That might just have to be that. Because I think there's stuff going on up north here. I don't actually need McClaws to move in with them. If Johnson's going to go in by himself, we can keep him in scouting. Just move him forward. And if Ferguson's ever able to figure out the railroad, he can come up too. All right, Union's going to get about $50 million a year more now. See, our credit rating just ticked down. That might be post-battle stuff. There's somehow, even with that win, there's somehow a new invasion force. Jeez. All right, so that was the cost of their that was the support cost of their Revenue Act too. All right, Johnson's going to try for that. We're going to take maybe we'll take you both out of scouting. I don't know who's going to show up first. Oh no, for real, guys. Yeah, you need to book it. Get on out of here. All right. I'm going to try to close in and knock out that third corps. I think it might be time. Oh, we did revenue. So they got Revenue Act 2 before I did? Huh. Which means now my now my support's going to drop. I'd like to stop losing support. I mean, I'd like more money as well. But I'm thinking maybe Ag 2, Diplomacy 1, maybe start doing some trade deal stuff. I'm not terribly sure. Conscription Act would help. I'm just not big on the loss of national morale. Huh? That is an oddly shaped army. But look, I'm going to fight this one. I hope it's a quick one. Only because I'm worried about this units with low morale thing. What is this? Does that tell me what it is? All right, so 2,000 of those men. So I have 12,000. They have about 9,000. It's close enough I could lose it in an auto resolve, and I don't want to lose it. All right, so we had a battle a short while ago on this map. This is one of those maps I hate, and I hate it symmetrically when it happens for me and it happens to me. I hate it when we have these corner points. I mean, I understand, like, then why care, but it just makes it so much more difficult to actually play the map and try to flank, because it's like, oh, like in real life, you couldn't flank them because the map stopped there. It's like, well, it's probably not how that happened, but all right. Uh, So this is actually, yeah, this is the army we just saw fighting. And it is only a 3-pointer, but they do have it. Let's push out some scouts. I wonder what's up here. And we'll order up. We'll order Frost here. Or I guess we'll order Floyd. That's it, sure. All right, I'll bring you back in when I actually can see what's going on. We'll see. Issue here is that they have a morale advantage. Huh. So, as is usually the case, no sooner do I tab out than, or put you on pause than I find where they are. They're in a, I shouldn't be able to see this, but they're all the way out here. I mean, we do have Cooper. Actually, Cooper scouts are here, so that's not that crazy. I think if that's what they're gonna do, I think we just move up and fight them. I don't know that we have to make everything terribly complicated, though I usually try that. But where are they going? I don't remember where I put them. Well, we'll put them. It's not a great place for artillery, but that was Frost. All right, then Floyd can come over here. Yeah, like that. And I think I'm just going to try to avoid their parapets that they have constructed here. Get any morale back? No. So I'm guessing everything is probably as good as it's going to get. This is a stone wall. What? That is fine with me. More of those guys are going to be too fatigued. Yeah, too fatigued to do anything. Alright, we're going to move them down there. Slow things down a bit. Johnston, you can move over here. Frost. You can move right up there. You can move there, and we're going to give them a big long rest once they get there. Huh. That's an interesting move. I did not expect to see them come out. Alright, B Junior looks like he might be the only functional brigade. You guys, just, you're not going to show up. That's fine. I've already discounted you. You know what? Maybe we bring Cooper over here. Bartow, right. Bartow is the one that broke last battle. And they're never going to get above 30. So rather than lose them, let's move them back and detach them. And for our part, let's go to single line. And then maybe push that line up. I don't think we're going to be quick enough to do other things. Same thing with Jackson. We're just going to detach him. I don't see Evans being able to do anything. Detach him. And so now it's pretty much a one-man division. And so we'll try to get a 3v1 here. Frost. Just go up and... What? Bartow is moving. Something ain't right here. Well, you're supposed to be in a straight line. So, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, you need to move up. I think they have 2 infantry brigades. These look like Napoleons. Okay, yeah, they are. So this should be right about where they'd like to be. What is this? See if you can stop and shoot. I would doubt it, but see if you can. Move that cab over there. Okay, Kirby Smith's got Mississippi's. Crittenden's got Fayetteville. That's fine. I don't know what. Okay, they look like they're in a straight line now. They're not doing anything. That's fine. Move them up to there. Now let's see if we can move them as a division. See, I hate that because it looks like they can't keep their relative positions. So maybe we'll just order them to attack. Order them to attack, but they're doing the right thing here. They should be falling back. Because now things get more difficult. We can't use Bartow. Jackson's out for a while. Evans is out for a while. Yeah, we just got to pursue this as fast as possible here. Did they break or they just lose it? They broke. That's some good news. Okay, we're gonna fall back with them. We're gonna put Frost right up on that wall. We're gonna bring Pendleton up a little bit. Maybe Pelham up as well. B Junior and his 1 brigade division up. Maybe we push Bartow up a bit. Yeah, we're just gonna wait for them. All right, that bought us a little bit of time. Let's see if we can put them under a bombardment, see if we can get them to come up and attack us while we hold the stone wall. Alright, so we'll give them a bombardment order for right about there. It is 5 p.m. And so there's a good chance that we only have a couple more hours left, and then we're gonna have to deal with nightfall and all that other stuff. So, and my guess would be what they're gonna do is they're gonna pull back. They're gonna pull back closer to this victory point, which is still all the way down here, and yeah, we'll just deal with that then. All right, Evans, we're going to move you up. Jackson, I have my doubts about this, but we're going to move you up too. Try to keep you guys on the road. All right, we have our bombardment orders. Whoa, that was cool. They're bombarding, but they aren't. Oh, see, that's what I mean. You just got to, like, turn them a little bit sometimes, and then they have something to shoot. Can we draw them out? Don't look like it. Okay, Evans is coming up. We can actually reattach them. Jackson's coming up. That's fine. Well, let's see if we can bait them. Yeah, Dana is the weakest of those 3 brigades. So I would think our numbers, and we probably have weapons that are at least as good as theirs, should give us an edge in this one. They are dismounted, but they don't look like they're in loose formation. Yeah, I don't think they are. Oh, is that the other infantry brigade back there? I think it is. But anyways, yeah, the bait is to try to 2v1 this and see if we can get that other cav to come up, and then we'll hit them with those brigades there. Bartow, useless though he may be, he's still here. Okay, we'll move up, and we'll move up. I feel like for 6 p.m. in, what is this, late May? Oh, early June. It's a little dark. I mean, this far south, but that's just me. Oh, and apparently we're getting hits on something. So they either got to stand up and come to me, or they just got to kind of sit there. I mean, they'll get the overnight reset and get more time back, but since the numbers aren't very high overall in the battlefield, I would think these casualty disadvantages they're taking, they don't want to continue to take. Okay. Can we bait them up by moving artillery up? They broke. Excellent. Now what I want to do is I want to push down. Reform like that. I want to try to get on that other infantry brigade. It's hiding back there. You know what? No, no, no. Not you. You go over there. See if you guys can engage that Cav brigade, and we'll hold Crittenden back. Just mount up to move. Yeah, this is strange. I mean, these guys should just stand up and shoot back. They could do a lot of damage, particularly that close to parapets. They might be getting the cover bonus. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, they are. They're just barely touching that parapet. They are as well. They aren't, though. Alright, we'll see what we get here. Actually, that's a fine position if they want to continue to bombard that. Let's see. So we're not in cover, they are. Yikes. Now they got to deal with cavalry weirdness, which we haven't had luckily so far. I think the devs did ask us, like, what would you rather have us do if the guys are slightly outranged? Would you rather have people come out of their fortifications and shoot, or just take cover and absorb the shots? I think my answer was just take cover and absorb the shots. I was thinking about that more at the kind of larger levels, like what a division ought to do or what a corps ought to do, but that might not be how it works. All right, so we got a win there. It looks like this is probably going to be it for this video. I'm trying to keep the ones in this campaign closer to an hour, but yeah, at first it was more difficult than I thought it was going to be, and because that one infantry brigade got itself caught out, and then they didn't move to support one another. Wow, we almost racked up a 10-1 there. So that is, I think, the last remaining Union Corps in, I believe it was in North Carolina at that time. Oh yeah, Greensboro. So now we might be able to move, who was that, Johnston? Back up north, and we may have to send Ferguson up there as well as part of that Army of North Carolina, if the numbers up there are as real and big as they look. And just in time for the video to end, I turned the music back on in campaign for an episode that was mostly campaign. So yeah, you really get what you pay for here on this channel. But yeah, this was the location of that fight. Right? Oh yeah, once again, we have to press play for things to happen. Confederate armies unstoppable. I think that might be just a bit of an overstatement. It certainly did not feel that way a few episodes ago, and now it's kind of the point where we're winning a lot of these smaller skirmish type battles, but it's not actually improving much of the strategic picture. Okay, so we went from 11 Union invasions down to just 9. Yeah, I guess it's technically an improvement, but come on. Yeah, Ferguson, we're going to still send you in. I don't know if that force is still trying to fight or not, but it is what it is. Over here, this looks like it's going to be a next episode thing. Right, Garnett's ready to go. He's been ready to go. Polk should be ready by next episode. Bragg should as well. Mid-June, it looks like. Over here, I'm guessing they have low morale due to low supply. I also have low supply, though, so I can't brag too much. McCullough really has low supply. So this is going to be a pressing move to just do something about this, clear this out, and then if we win over here and win here, we can then sandwich this group in Corinth. I just see now they have a group. They're working the way... I know what they're going for, right? They're going for Montgomery. I think they might want to clear some of their back supply lines a little bit more before they do that. But at an hour and 15 minutes, yeah, it's time for this one to end with us tabbed out and inevitably scrolling to the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. I enjoyed it, right? It's moving along. It's close, and I think this one might be with us for a while.